The man in my closet. I never believed the stories kids told about monsters hiding in closets. I thought they were excuses to keep a nightlight on, or a way to crawl into their parents' bed. But I'm not a kid anymore, and I'm starting to think those stories might not have been so childish after all. It began about 2 weeks ago. The first night, I woke up around 2:30 a.m. to a faint scratching sound. At first, I thought it was the tree outside my window, maybe a branch brushing against the glass. But when I sat up and listened, I realized the sound wasn't coming from the window at all. It was coming from my closet. It was faint, almost delicate, like fingernails dragging lightly against wood. I stared across the room at those old wooden closet doors, the ones with the little slats in them. A strip of blackness always leaked through the cracks, no matter how much light was in my room. That night, it felt darker than usual. I wanted to get up, to open the doors and prove to myself nothing was there. But I couldn't. I just sat frozen, listening, until the scratching stopped. When it did, the silence was so heavy it felt like the air itself was waiting for me to move. Eventually, I pulled the blanket over my head like I was 10 years old again and forced myself back to sleep. The next morning, I laughed it off. It had to be pipes, or maybe the wood expanding. Old houses do that. That's what I told myself anyway. But the next night, the scratching came back. Louder this time. Sharper. Like whatever was in there was impatient. I lay in bed, my eyes locked on the closet door, and I swear I heard something else beneath the scratching. A low, wet sound, almost like breathing. I didn't sleep much that night. By the third night, I was desperate for answers. I set my phone on my desk, aimed it at the closet, and let it record while I tried to sleep. I woke up exhausted, with that awful silence hanging in the air again. When I finally checked the footage, my blood ran cold. At around 2:45 a.m., the scratching started on the video. I could see myself stirring in bed. Then, at 2:51, the closet door shifted. Just barely, but it moved. The slats seemed to bend inward for a moment, like something was pressing against them from the inside. Then, as the minutes dragged by, a shadow began to seep through the gaps. Not a trick of the light, not a camera glitch. It was darker than the room itself, like liquid night dripping through. I stared at the video for hours, replaying those seconds. I wanted to believe it was fake, some glitch in my phone. But deep down, I knew it wasn't. The fourth night was the worst. I didn't even try to sleep. I sat up in bed, eyes locked on the closet, waiting. At 3:07, the scratching began again. My heart slammed in my chest as the sound grew louder, faster, more frantic. Then came the breathing. Shallow, ragged, and wet, like someone gasping through a broken throat. And then I heard it. A whisper. At first it was too soft to understand, but then it dragged itself into words that made my stomach twist. "I see you," I froze. The whisper came again, this time with a low, rasping laugh that seemed to vibrate through the walls. I wanted to scream, but nothing came out. My body wouldn't move. I don't know how long I sat there before exhaustion won and I blacked out. The next morning, I checked my phone again. The video cut out at 3:12. The last frame before the screen went black was of the closet door cracked open an inch. Just enough to see a pale, glistening eye staring out. I didn't show anyone. Who would believe me? My parents would laugh. My friends would say I edited the video. So I kept it to myself. The following nights blurred together. Some nights, the scratching didn't come. Other nights, it was so violent I thought the doors would splinter. Once, I swear I saw the handle turn. Another time, I woke to find the closet open just a crack, though I knew I'd closed it before bed. And then came tonight. It's just past 2:30 now. I've been sitting here typing this, glancing up at the closet every few seconds. My stomach twists tighter with every sound. The scratching has started again, louder than ever. And this time, the door isn't just creaking open. It's wide open, and there's something standing inside.